struggle with setting firm, calm, and consistent boundaries with your children without using the word no? Do you find that you have a strong-willed, defiant child sometimes who's constantly saying no, 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 giving you that constant pushback, and you're wondering, am I in charge here or are they in charge? If you struggle with this, stay tuned to this Thejal TV episode. Welcome to Thejal TV. I'm Thejal V. Patel. I'm a former divorce attorney turned mindfulness advocate. I'm the founder of the online training course, the Mindful Mama Experience, and this is the place where we dish about creating a mom life of our dreams. And today we're dishing about boundaries. OMG, the consistent no's, no can drive you insane. I know it certainly does for me. But here is the thing that we need to consider. Raising a child that's independent, autonomous, who listens to their heart and their truth, who can say no when they feel like something's not aligned with them, is a skill set that we want to embrace in our children. Think about it. How often as moms, as women, do we not know how to set boundaries? We're trying to learn how to say no without feeling guilty. We give of ourselves to the point of depletion, and sometimes we do things because we want to be liked, accepted, and not feel out of the crowd. We still struggle with this. So giving this skill set to our children when they're young is huge. So we want them to be able to say no when they really mean it. However, sometimes they're using that no to be defiant, to show that they're in power, that they're in control. And that's when the power struggles happen because we feel, well, we're superior, we're the adult, we know what's best, we're in control. So anytime my son looks me in the eyes and is saying no to something as simple as brushing teeth or getting ready or changing his diaper, I really look into my life and say, how often am I saying no? Don't do that. Stop that. How am I using negativity to be a form of discipline without using those moments to be teachable moments? You know, discipline is modeling by example. And so being really honest about your behavior, your kids are just modeling it right back. So if there's disrespectful, defiant, no's without really disregard to their feelings, well, they're going to do the same thing to us. So when we accept that, we're in a place of shifting and changing and trying new things. So today I want to share 4 really amazing ways that we can shift our vocabulary, shift our energy, and say no without actually saying no and really connecting with them. So here's the first connect and redirect method. Rather than saying no, say all done. Using your body, using your, the sign language, all done, and using your voice to symbolize this is it, it's all done. And a lot of times what I do is I will say last time, then all done. Then my son likes to turn the water faucet on and off, on and off. And rather than saying, oh, we don't waste water, don't do that, stop that, be like, okay, last time, all done. And 9 out of 10 times he just listens and there's no power struggle. The second way is teaching natural consequences. So there are certain things based on their safety that we don't want them to do, right? So putting their hand in the fan or touching the hot stove or picking up your mug of hot tea, you don't want them to do those things. And the first reaction is like, no, don't do that because of fear they're going to get hurt. So why not teach the natural consequence of it? So what I do is when my son is trying to get close to that fan, I'd be like, ooh, big ouchie. If we put our finger in the fan, big ouchie. And usually the big, like that sigh is like gets his attention. It's kind of like an alarm. If you're trying to put their hand on the stove, like, ooh, that's hot, right? Like, ooh, that's hot. Natural consequences. When they're trying to run out in the street, stay with me, hold my hand, stop please. Stop, I believe, is not necessarily a bad thing. We play the go and stop game, and so it's sometimes playful, and when you're really building it, like stop, go, stop, slow down. It could be a tool that you could use when in the moment where you want them to listen and set boundaries of safety. My next way is being able to give them the power to make decisions. I don't care if you're 2, you're 22, or you're 52. You want to know that you are in control and you can make decisions. Children are inherently good. They don't make bad choices because they want to be malice or filled with defiance. They're learning. They're trying to get a gauge of the world based on your reactions, what happens, the consequences, to see, is this something I should do or I shouldn't do? So really look at your children as pure souls that are looking to be good. They're looking to be accepted and make good choices. So I teach my son that he's wise like an owl. You have the wisdom to make good choices. So when he's doing something like, for example, walking up the slide the wrong way, I say, Ayan, I know you love making safe choices. That's not the best safe choice. What's a better safe choice? So he'd be like, what's a better choice? And be like, he'll naturally just come to the stairs. He's like, this is a better choice. And he'll just naturally do it. Be like, wow, I love your safe choice. That's a great safe choice. So tell them, use your thinking cap. Put on, for my son, I say, be wise like an owl. What is a better safe choice? And let them know that there's not just one way, right? Like, oh, that's a choice. What's a safe choice? What's a better choice, right? There's open to different perspectives, different choices available. Let them be in charge of picking a safe choice and show that you trust them, that they are going to make good choices, that they want to do good and they have the ability to do it. So there you have it. Those are 3 of the most greatest ways to connect and then redirect. All done teaching natural consequences and letting them have the power to make the choice. Now I want to hear from you. Based on what we discussed, what's the single most important action you can take right now to support your child to feel heard, to give them independence, and feel validated? Are you going to use one of these techniques? Well, let me know. The most important conversation happens after the vlog at tejalvpatel.com. Head over there, tell me what single most important action you're going to take. Join the conversation, and I cannot wait to connect with you. While you're there, make sure you sign up for our newsletter so you can get personal insights and stories that I don't share anywhere else directly to your inbox each week. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing with your mama besties. And thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I can't wait to check you on the next episode of Tejal TV.